Okay, I hit my go live on custom stream so many times, I think I might have messed something up. But you guys know me. I often make mistakes with these things. How you all doing tonight? Let's have some fun. You are at Into Intuitions. Ask the Spiritual Psychic. We're going to give dear Abby a run for her money. We're going to take your questions that have been sent in, answer many of them tonight, and we're going to take it really deep. And I do appreciate some of you want to remain anonymous. That's why I do the forms through the little link on the top of the page. So I am trying to find out how to get the feed so I can see any questions that are popping up here. Hi guys. I see you all popping up and I can't get my thing to open. So just bear with me. You know me. It always takes a little bit to get it going. One day I'm going to have a staff and they're going to help me do this. All right. I am really excited. So Denise, hey babe, Deb, Shauna, Aaron, Carla, Gina, Cynthia, Elizabeth. Okay, listen, I'm giving away a free reading. And this is how it works. You have got to have the page marked as liked. You've got to like tonight's show. So I got to see some likes coming up there, little hearts. And you have to share the show ASAP. I will throw those names in a hat. Next week, I'll tell you who is the winner. But we need to make sure that happens. So make sure you hit that share button. Make sure you hit those likes and make sure you hit like the page of Into Intuition. And let's get started. I'm like so pumped. I think this is, oh, you guys are crazy. Thank you. I love the questions that came this week. Some of them were like so thought provoking. I'm like, oh, how do I, which ones do I choose? You guys were amazing with the questions, but I did have to choose only some. If I don't answer your question, it doesn't mean it wasn't a good question. It just means time limitation. Hi, Michelle. Cynthia, hello. All it means is put it through again. Submit your question again. We're going to do this every week, every Wednesday, 8:30, faithfully. A little bit of house cleaning. Meditations are over. Moment of silence. I'm sorry. To properly do a meditation, to properly do any kind of recording where people are listening for the intent of spiritual growth, you have got to be properly prepared. So I don't do the morning meditations until I have meditated almost as much as an hour. It is becoming too stressful, too time consuming for me. So I'm just going to do my own. Feel free to hop onto my YouTube station. Every one of those meditations were done with a strong spiritual intent. So the intent will come across whether I'm live or recorded. So enjoy them, use them. And I just won't be doing them live anymore that early in the morning. It's just a little bit too much for me right now. So we're going to go with our first anonymous one. This is why I use the forms, guys, because in the form, you submit your name and your email, and then you have to you have to go to your email and say, yes, I submitted this form, and it's going to send you this form. And this form says, please enter name you want used on the air. So you can really ask me, is my husband cheating? And, call yourself anything. It doesn't matter because I have your real name on the other side, so I know who to mentally tap into. So let's get started. DG, questions regarding my sons. My sons both have had cancer, but it appears to be in remission. Is the cancer gone? Younger son has been promised a promotion, but it has been delayed. Will it come through, or does he need to get another job? Finally, will my sons finally meet someone special? Seems like young people don't want to settle down or get committed to someone anymore. Okay, D, grab a pen. Actually, don't worry about it because you can always listen to the recording. We're going to do the sons one at a time. Older son. Older son, the cancer will be an ongoing battle, okay? It's a mildly persisting, but I do see heaviness in the back of the chest area. I'm not sure what kind of cancer. I don't feel like it's lung cancer, even though that's the kind of picture that I'm getting. So you want to make sure, this was the interesting part. I asked, by the way, obviously I answered all of these in meditation prior, so I can move quickly through. So I asked, why is this going on? Why can't he beat it? And they said, oh, we didn't say he can't beat it. If his mental attitude changes, he will go into full remission. So his mental attitude, and I said, well, what's holding his mental attitude back? And I was told it's actually a past life issue and anger. So how would you deal with that? Like, how does your older son deal with a past life issue? Meditation's really great. If you know anybody that does past life regression, but please, whatever you do, make sure they know what they're doing. They're not just past life hypnotist. You need a real therapist, because it's going to take you into something traumatic that needs to be processed in that past. And it has to be somebody who's skilled. I would strongly recommend calling the Association of Research and Enlightenment, Virginia Beach. Ask them to connect you to somebody who's been trained there. I trust those guys. Okay. And then, of course, your son has to be willing to give it a whirl, heal those past lives, and it will ease the anger issues that are carrying into this life. Alrighty? All right. Son, younger son, he's going to beat the cancer. He has a totally different mindset. He might appear occasionally angry, but it has nothing to do, it is not the same kind of anger as the first son. As far as his promotion goes, it's going to come through, but there's also going to be another job opportunity, and that other job opportunity is going to look amazing. Don't take it. It's all smoke and mirrors. It is absolutely not a good move. Stay where he's at, take the promotion, look elsewhere if he wants, move forward in other ways, but do not take that opportunity of another job that's coming up quickly. Hey, Andrea, welcome aboard. Nice to see you. Antonio, Carla, Diane. Hey, guys. You know, if we get a chance, throw in some questions I'll let you know if we're coming to the end, and I'll try to grab some of you too. All right. Why should they settle down? This is exactly what I was hearing. Why should they settle down? You take full care of them. You cook, you clean, and they have sex with their girlfriends. So they have no reason to change anything. Life is good. And I said, okay, what needs to change so that they can get a committed relationship away from their mother? And I said, the real question is, why haven't you released them, D? You have not released them. In your mind, they give you a sense of value, a sense of importance, a sense of worth, a sense of purpose. I mean, who's going to care for your sons the way you care for your sons? Especially given they had cancer. They're special. You need to surrender your purpose and give room for another to step into your place. It is time for you to let go. You are what's holding them back. I know, I can hear it now. I'm sorry. Hey, Chris always called me the hammer for a reason. I just say it as it is. All righty. That's it, T. I hope you enjoyed that reading. Real quick, just remind you guys, if you like this page, you like tonight's show, and you share tonight's show, everybody who does that gets thrown into a pot. I'll pick a name and they get a free reading. I will announce who gets the free reading. Patricia, please don't send up messages on Messenger. It's blocking out what I'm trying to read. Comments only in the comment thing. And if you have a question that you really want answered, just go to the form. It's right on the top where it says Ask a Psychic on the Facebook thing. All right. Just go there, grab that form, fill it out, and I'll most likely get to you next week. All righty. All right. So let's get to the next person. Next person is not hiding who she is. It's Linda. Linda, thanks for joining us. Of course, we're on you, girlfriend. All right. As I told you on your last show, my dog Bricks is ill with cancer. Is there anything he wants me to know? Is there anything he wants me to do? Other than I am already doing? Please and thank you. I love my fur baby boy Bricks so much. Funny that this one came through. I'm actually doing an animal communication course this Saturday. I love this stuff. Animals communicate to us, not they don't speak to us like you see on commercials. I mean, but they do communicate. And so I got into my place and I asked him what's going on. Is there anything he needs? And his concern was more for you. He doesn't understand why you're so sad. He knows what is happening, and he fully accepts it as his duty. There's a lesson he's providing for you. So his purpose was to come into your life, to love you unconditionally, and then to have this illness so that you could have a lesson. And I said, okay, well, that's a pretty tough lesson. What's the lesson that she should be getting? And I got that love is to be let go of. Now, this is Bricks telling me. Love is to be let go of. Release it with a joyful heart. This will allow new love to come in its place. And I'm like, well, why does she need to get that? And he says there was many times that you lost people that you loved very much and almost felt like you were responsible or that you could have done more and it wasn't enough. And he's like, she's going to keep doing this. So I came to give her a chance to see it's okay. You can release me, let me go, love me while I'm here, and allow new love to flow in. So, Linda, he's loving on you as he's leaving. He's very happy. He's not asking for anything. He just wants you to get that. So I hope that's helpful. All right, guys. Remember now, this show is every week, 8:30 on Wednesday. So if you want me to answer your question, in the top part of this Facebook thing is the link. Just click it on after the show. Don't click it on during the show. Click it on, put your name, your email, confirm your email, and then fill in the place where it says, what do you want me to call you on the show, and your question. Because several of you do like to be anonymous, and I don't blame you, especially with some of the questions. Olivia, thank you for joining me. If that's the Olivia I'm thinking, you guys got to check her out. She's amazing. All right, Vicki. I am in a dispute with a company, and I have prayed and meditated, asking for guidance on whether to file a lawsuit. I received a yes. Next, I prayed before going to sleep, asking for confirmation. I dreamed that I was in an office and 3 workers were telling me that the other 3 people sued and quickly settled with the company for a large amount of money for the same thing. I saw it as confirmation from my guardian angel or spirit to proceed. Is this correct? If I do you see the company settling in the next 6 months? First of all, Vicki, I'm so proud of you. I feel like you've been watching our shows over the last year and a half, and you really got it, girlfriend. You asked in meditation and prayer. And then you asked for confirmation. I want to hug you. When I read this, I was like, oh, come heck to high water. I'm answering you because you did it 100% right. Always get that confirmation. Always ask with prayer. Listen in meditation. So, so important. Let's see. Let's see what I wrote down. They will settle with you. File. They will settle with you before summer. This is a very toxic situation. They are very anti-female. They don't give two hoots. They treat women extremely bad in this place, and you want to get out of there as soon as possible. I mean, I'm tasting like poison in the back of my mouth. That's how toxic this place is. If you drag it out, they will destroy you. They will crush you. They will drain your life. They will do everything to make you miserable. So I suggest that you move in with the lawsuit. They're going to give you an offer. Counter once. Whatever they counter with, take. Counter once, sweetie. Don't get greedy. From what I'm picking up, this is a firm that can afford a significant amount of money. Do not look at them as your retirement. Just look at them as this is a small slap on their wrist, and I'm getting out of there. It's not going to, you're not going to be touring Europe on the money, but it's going to make you comfortable enough to find another job and move on. And a little bit of fun. All righty. Okay, Carla Jones is saying, I am cutting out and freezing every fourth word. If that is happening to anyone else, please let me know. I'm not sure what I can do about it, but it's good to know. I'm hoping it's Carla's system and not mine. Alrighty. Another place to get the form is on intuition.com. You can go there. Hello, Montreal, Helena. Oh, it's so nice to have you guys from up north. You make me feel warm down here. I think I'm cold until I see you. On Into Intuition, if you scooch over to the right, there is a link where you can get the form Ask a Psychic. Submit your questions. This is going to be something I'm doing on a regular basis. Sandy, will my daughter get her real job soon? All right, I'm going to try to remember that, Sandy, but I got to get to my last one here. And yeah, your daughter's going to get to a job real soon. Actually, a real job very soon. I'm hearing March. Around the end of the second week, the beginning of the third week, she will hear. So make sure she's going for those interviews in a proper. The only thing that might hold her back is something to do with her dress and her attire. So talk to her about the need to have a professional look. And thank you, Shauna, for letting me know that it's not cutting in and out. Alina, they have 40 inches of snow, guys. 40. So those of us in my area, we shouldn't be complaining. We should bow our heads and be grateful. All right, I want to get to Kate. Kate had and I like Kate's question because this came up a lot in the Empowerment Through Intuition show we used to do. How can I tell if an angel is communicating with me when I pray or meditate? Also, when I pray and I ask questions, I sometimes see images such as a clear glass globe full of sparkles or colors such as purple clouds that become an eye or a face. How can I interpret what they mean and if they are messengers from angels? Okay, first of all, intuitive footprint, guys. You know what I am. I'm all about the intuitive footprint. You have to learn it. I cover it some in my book, The Science of Intuition. That's the book right behind my head. Wait, let me see. Let's do right there, the black book. You could go to my website, Into Intuition, and it's on there. They covers it some there. I will be doing an online course. Basically, you're asking the divine to help you distinguish when negative energy is present. But when you're in prayer and you're meditating, you do this on a consistent basis. Most Mostly always you can trust the information. The only real way of knowing if the information you're receiving is accurate is by its results. If the results end up being joyful and happy and like no harm done, they are from a good source. That's the ultimate test, is the results. Alrighty, so next, the images. Clear glass globe full of sparkles. The sparkles are what I call God lights. I very often see them just in regular movement about. It's so symbolically, to me, that would just be God's presence. Now, that's my interpretation. That's what I feel too when I ask. Like they're telling me that's their way of showing you that God is present for you in this moment. So this is a powerful symbol. Purple is really interesting and is not uncommon to see. And I know a lot of you do start to see purple. Let me real quick explain how the energy moves, okay? In the Hindu tradition, the energy moves straight up. In ancient Hindu, in Egypt, and in Mayan culture, and in several other ancient cultures, it does not go straight up the way we study it today. The energy comes up to the back of your head. It comes over to your crown and stops at your third eye, which is the pineal gland in the middle of your head. So technically, this is the purple. This is the indigo. So when you're seeing purple and you're starting to see the shapes of eyes, as you said, you are truly starting to open the third eye. Now, I learned something this week when I was away at that meditation conference about the pineal gland, the third eye. It blew me away. He actually said the pineal gland, he being John Van Auken's, has retinal tissue composed of rods and cones inside its internal lining, just like our regular eyes. And it is also wired into the visual cortex in our brain, like our regular eyes. That's kind of freaky. You know, it's a really, we call it the third eye, and it really is like an eye inside our head. So, in short, when you're seeing purple, what you're seeing is a combination of the blue from the throat and red from the root chakra. Red is the human, the real earth. As we move up here, it's more of the being part of us. So it's the human being connected, the two being connected, where you're starting to get that purple. Now, purple has a lot of other meanings. Royalty, could be a past life thing. It's your connection to the divine. But from what you explain, this is truly an opening for you to understand you are moving into the other realms. You are crossing the veil, and you're doing it beautifully. You're meditating and praying first. Alrighty. I am not reading any more off of the list because I want to grab some of you guys online and give you a chance too. Remember, you have got to like the show, like Into Intuition's page, like this show, and share it. I only see 8 shares, so that means very few people actually want me to draw their name. Oh no, 14 more. I have to refresh, sorry. All right, let's see what's going on. Helena and my nephew, he's really evil toward his parents, cursing all the time. Okay, that means you had something else. I'm worried about my daughter. She's always sick. And my nephew, he's really evil toward his parents, cursing at them at times violently. Okay. What's going on with your nephew is a drug problem. He is in with the wrong people. He is starting to experience with stuff that's altering his personality. And they are telling me tough love is probably the best solution immediately. Don't ask me how I know it's cocaine because I never used cocaine. And cocaine's not that common today, but I'm tasting like a taste of cocaine. So That's serious because cocaine's really not out on the streets. It's more synthetic things like crack. Um, and I'm probably using really old terms because I don't really know what's out on the streets anymore. But keep him away from your daughter. And your daughter always being sick. There's an underlying depression that's occurring. So see, things like this, Helena, you might want to put through next time on a personal thing, because I don't know how far you want me to go. So if you tag me, if you say real quick to keep going, this can be very personal. You might not want me to. In the meantime, I'll grab somebody else real quick, okay? Because we still have 5 minutes. I'm sure I could take somebody else and then see what you say. But guys, think twice before putting something up here, because I don't want to embarrass anyone. All right, Sandy has, well, my daughter, oh, we did Sandy. Let's see who else we got. Shauna, by the way, is phenomenal. So if she's answering your questions on this feed, consider it good juju, good information. All right, I'm jumping around trying to find somebody. Caller. Okay, let's see. Still trying to find another question. I see purple sparks all the time. You see purple sparks? That's cool, Michelle. The ones I see are like white for me. Gary Thompson, speaking to sheep. Okay, obviously, Gary Thompson doesn't get our show. Sorry that you feel this way, Gary. But speaking to sheep, it's like speaking to goats, that movie that was very funny, but all of that was based on real stuff. So real tests done by some very good scientists. So it's okay if you don't believe what we do, just turn us off. Is there any message for me? Lillian, okay, too general, honey. You have to be more specific because there's only a few minutes in the show. Any message for you though, real quick? Smile more. That was the message. Don't shoot the messenger. Smile more. Okay. So they're telling me that you look at life not as if the glass is half empty. You look at the life like the glass is really only a quarter full. There's always an emptiness. There's always lacking. Excuse me, I have to look away because that's the way my mind works. Okay, let me see what else. We only have 2 minutes. So I contacted an attorney. Will they accept me? Aaron. They're really struggling over it, and I'm not sure why. They feel there's a good case, but again, there's all the prejudice. So they will take you. It's going to take a little bit of back and forth. Just be really polite. They will take you. And by the way, they're a good group. Larry is a troll, best ignored. Oh, thank you, Shauna. Okay, I have less than a minute. So I'm just going to say goodnight. I had a blast, guys. I am going to hop on every once in a while during the week just for the fun of it and see who's out there and what questions I can answer. But most of the time, I strongly suggest you fill out the form. If I didn't get to your question, fill it out again. Make sure you put the name you want me to use. So some of you who are asking some very detailed personal questions, I will answer them fully if you put them on the form and we can use an anonymous name. I do not want anyone to be embarrassed. Okay? I love you. I thank you. I'm so grateful for you guys. You like make my day when I know I'm going to see you all. Like Into Intuition, like the show, share the show, even though it's on record now, and you win a chance at a free reading. I will announce the winner next week. God bless and good night. Bye now.